Aries. This is Kate from Clear Blue Tarot with a reading for you today. I'm starting off in the center here. Well, that crystal is really ringing loudly. I'm starting off in the center today for your reading with the Sun and the Eagle. And those are crossed by the Sandpiper. So that's challenging the Sun and Eagle energy. So it's a really powerful center of your reading. So it looks like you are really quite a force to be reckoned with right now. The Sun is like a card of coming out into the light. It's about embracing your power, embracing your true self. And the Eagle is kind of about choosing to be as strong as you can be. Like, do you want to fly like an eagle, like the song says? It's saying you have a choice right now to take the Sun and fly. And it looks like what's maybe hindering this is this playful energy. So perhaps you've gotten into a little bit of more heavy energy, and this playfulness wants to come in to kind of help you take this leap and fly. And for some reason, you're having a hard time finding that sense of play. So it's saying to look for that and really try to seek that out. Seek out time to stop and smell the roses and get some laughs. Try to get back to some laughter. Try to get back to some lighthearted energy so that you can really embrace this moment that you're having right now, which wants to be propelling you to new heights. And perhaps part of the reason that you're having some trouble with this playful energy is what you're just coming out of now is the Turkey spirit, which is the giveaway card. It's the giveaway animal. And it's about sacrifice. It's about giving, and giving gracefully with gratitude for what you have received to allow you to be able to give. But it can be like a sacrificial card. So perhaps there was some thing in your recent past that made you feel like you had to, give until it hurt, or just some challenge with regards to this turkey energy, this sacrificial energy. Maybe you were taking care of people or had to take care of yourself, and it got you a little bit out of this playfulness that the Spirit's encouraging you to get back into. So what you're resting on is the rainbow. So that kind of backs up the theory that what you just came out of was a little stormy in some way, because it's saying that, even though you're not completely done with whatever got you out of this playful energy, as you grab the Sun and fly with this power, you will be having the rainbow supporting you. I like to think of the rainbow as when all your chakras are spinning and aligned, and you're sort of really able to be in the moment with all your colors. And so that's where you're at. And the Sun is right above the rainbow. So it's a great positive start. And don't let whatever just happened hold you back from this new flight that you're about to enter into. You're crowned by the bee spirit, which is saying the lesson maybe from the turkey that you learned, you're going to carry with you into having this bee as your crown, because the bee is all about the honey of life, the sweetness of life, and savoring the beautiful things, the very pleasant, enjoyable, gorgeous, wonderful things that we have here, and sharing those things. So always paying it forward. So, while you're getting back into this spirit of play and having more fun, you're going to still be able to use this turkey energy of giving and giving from the heart. That's what the bee really talks about, and working together with others like a team, the way that the bees are unified, and they're very high vibrational. They know their part, they do their part, they're very joyful, and they operate the way they are together. It's like they're one unit. So even though they're individual bees, they're also one unit. So they kind of teach us about that consciousness of how we are one giant being of humans, not just one human. So the bees show us that, the way they fly together. If you can imagine from even cartoons where they showed the bees come out and they're like a swarm, the way they work together is a really good visual for us to get into that unity consciousness. So also, the turkey teaches us that abundance thing where when we give, we receive. So the bees are about that too. It's just that same lesson. So your near future, you have the strength, which I clarified by the temperance. So that's a beautiful double whammy of major arcana there. You've got the strength that has tamed the beast within. So it's about calming down your ego, being in control of your ego, not letting it rule you, but letting your higher self, your high vibrational self, rule your animalistic nature, being very wise and compassionate and in control. And the temperance is about the balance. So you've achieved this balance and are now fully in the driver's seat of your life with your ego under control. Inside of yourself, you're showing up as the mouse, which is the real detail-oriented aspect of the animal kingdom, and the mouse sees all the small details. The mouse is like the detective. It notices everything. And so for instance, like if you're embracing the mouse energy, you're going to know when something doesn't feel quite right, and you're going to investigate why. Or you're going to notice when someone says that they're fine, but you just don't feel like that's necessarily true. You're going to inquire of them. You become very perceptive to the small things, maybe the unspoken things in life that, you are able to ferret out the truth because you're noticing a lot. How you're appearing to others is Geo the Slow from the Fairy Oracle. And Geo the Slow is exactly what it appears to be. He's very patient. So it's similar to the Temperance card. Geo the Slow never bites off more than he can chew in one day. He's allowing for space around every duty, every task, so that if in the midst of the task he wants to stop and have some fun, he's able to do that. So that's a really great thing to have on your side when you're trying to be more playful, because if you're going slowly through your day without putting too many things in that you have to get done for some made-up reason, maybe that you decided you just have to. I mean, I was thinking about someone I know who has had a very bad back, and I offered, she's a friend of mine, so I offered to work on it anytime because she's, hurting and I'd like to help her. And she just couldn't even consider that she had any time for me to do so for her. She said, oh no, I can't. I have this, I have that, and I would love to. I wish I could. I don't know. I can't. Da, da, da. And it's that sort of energy of filling up too much time that Geo the Slow does not do. So that's good because, you won't let a backache linger. You'll find some time to take care of it. So how your hopes and fears position is the crow spirit, which in this particular deck, it's about co-creating with spirit, and it's about your inner truth, as well as the magic of life. So really getting into that abundant energy that allows you to know what you want to do and take action to do it. And that's really followed up amazingly well with the antelope spirit, which is life is speeding up. So that's about knowing what you want and deciding it's time and feeling very urgent, like I got to get going on this, and heading out with a lot of force, like time's a wasting, I got to get this done, I got to get this done yesterday. And it's kind of contradictory to Geo the Slow, but you can do both at the same time. If you have a single-minded focus and a purpose that's firing you up, you can still take time throughout your day to enjoy the little things and pay attention to the people around you and have a great time, but be really jazzed up about this new purpose that's lighting your fire and bursting you out of your shell. So I clarified, I didn't get a lot of tarot in this reading. I pulled a lot of animal and shaman cards. So I decided to take one of my tarot decks and just completely confirm the situation to get a little more details about it for you. So the first three I got in a row were all reversed, and then the next three I got in a row were all upright. So it looks like maybe part of what this turkey spirit in the past was about, that you're coming out of. I think you're coming out of these reversals and going into these uprights, because that's how it presented. So we have the Justice reversed, the Ten of Cups reversed, and the Four of Swords reversed. So, you know, the Ten of Cups has a rainbow also, but the rainbow is upside down. So something in your life wasn't fair in regards to an emotional situation. You could have had a relationship that should have been wonderful, but just wasn't. There was something unjust or unfair about it. And you went into a meditative time of thinking about what to do about this, and you're coming out of that now. And what it looks like you're deciding to do is, you got the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Knight of Swords is about taking action. So it looks like you're taking some sort of action. You picked up one of these swords that you had been, which represent mental capabilities and speech. So you are speaking your truth, or you are taking action to remove some situation from your life that had your rainbow upside down, and now you're putting your rainbow right side up and righting this injustice. And it's causing you to become the Emperor with the Ten of Pentacles, which is, the Emperor embodies all of the masculine energies of the tarot, the emotions, the mind, the physical material world, and action. So he has all of these under his belt now. He's learned the lessons, and he's able to get this Ten of Pentacles, which is sort of like the abundant life that everyone's hoping for. So, you know, you're breaking free from something that was not fair, not making you happy, not fulfilling you, and you're heading straight towards what will. I clarified that with meditation and new beginnings. So it's kind of, again, showing you, if this is what you were in with the Four of Swords, now you're in this with the new beginnings. And then kind of for a spiritual clarification, I like to do sometimes when a reading is much more clear-cut about physical reality, I like to grab something from the White Light Oracle, and I got this Queen of the Nagas. Okay, and the Nagas are water beings, water spirits, even representing, for instance, Kuan Yin from the East, who assumes the form of a Naga to help beings in need of her protection. So they're enlightened beings connected to water, and they bring messages of maintaining your integrity and taking your emotional healing journey, placing yourself within a powerful field of spiritual protection. And there's a healing process that I thought I would read. It's kind of like a little idea that can be done by you to help assist you in this transformation that you're going through from this more sacrificial time in your life into like a real empowered time in your life. So it says, you may like to pour yourself a glass of water, bless it with love from your heart, with gratitude and peaceful thoughts. Now, there's a book about that. You can tape something to the side of a glass of water, a word, and it will change the molecular structure of the water. And it's this amazing experiment that was done in Japan. And so you could do this. You could tape a word to the water, like a few words: gratitude, which would be representative of this turkey spirit, which you've got under your belt now. Peace. What else is in this message? Playfulness. You could tape those words to the glass of water if you don't want to just meditate them into the water, but the water is powerful. It can hold thoughts. So drink this water as a sacred libation. You may never consider a glass of water to be ordinary again. You can then say this prayer aloud. May all waters be cleansed, protected, and blessed for the greatest good. I open to the unconditionally generous compassion and wisdom that protects and guides all true paths. May the positive presence of light be awakened within me. May I be surrounded by divine protection and spiritual grace. May I effortlessly attract all that is needed for my highest good, for the spiritual benefit of all beings. You can then bow your head with your hands in prayer, sensing that your own heart has become radiant with spiritual grace and the white light that is shining through all dimensions for the benefit of all beings. You may also sense other beings of light around you, radiating their love to lift the vibration in all dimensions, so the pathway to healing and enlightenment opens for all. When you are ready, ground yourself in the here and now to complete your healing process. You can safely do this practice on a daily basis. So that's kind of a little cute exercise, and that can be playful too. It's very creative to think about, what am I going to tape on my water today? I might do that myself. I used to do that when I first heard about this this water experiment. It's from Japan. I'll put in the section below the name of the book and the name of the man who did these experiments. You can look it up, and online they'll show you some of the photographs of how the water that has horrible words like hate or something taped to the side of it can change and look so polluted, and then water that has beautiful words like love taped to the side of it becomes absolutely clear and gorgeous. So it is pretty amazing. So I hope this reading resonated with you, because it was nice reading, and I will see you again probably in about a month. So thank you so much, Aries. Namaste.